Yo, yo, yo.
Baby.
What's good?
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. How is everyone doing?
Yeah. It's a beautiful day today.
A beautiful day today. Yes, thanks to everybody listening. To you all, we're back again with another one.
As usual.
Yes, welcome to another episode of Awesome Thoughts Podcast. You know, for you awesome people. You know what I'm saying? So for all the newcomers, welcome, of course. And please do make sure that to keep up with this awesomeness, that you follow us on our social media platforms. You know?
Yes, guys, please.
Follow. Exactly. So check us out at Awesome Thoughts Podcast on Instagram and Awesome Thoughts on Facebook and Twitter.
Yes.
And also get involved. Join the group on Facebook, Relationship Talks with Awesome Thoughts. You know,
man.
And you know, vibe with us. Let's grow this fam. Let's grow this fam. We see you 685 of y'all. That's like a different platform.
Yeah.
Y'all loyal people, we see you. You know what I mean?
Thank you. We
so
appreciate
much.
this another support, and we always make sure we also,
we come back
bring you the vibe.
You know, so exactly. If there's anything that we're missing, let us know on those platforms that we had just given you. You know what I'm saying? But yes, guys, today's episode.
Yeah, it's a special day.
It's the 13th one again, basically, kind of, sorta. You know what I mean? So we're back with the rodeo talk. Part 2. There's gonna be so many parts. And it's gonna grow because there's gonna be a lot of stages, and as you know, the different stages in a relationship come with different types
and also
of sex.
as we also start interacting with you guys and you sending us our comments, I think we will be at a stage. We will come to a stage whereby we're actually doing these rodeo talks live. Yeah. Because some of the topics, some of the questions that we'd like to pose on you guys really require you to be present for answering some of those. But you can still answer in the comments.
A live Q&A.
You can still answer in the comments though. Leave your comments, leave your opinion.
Exactly.
It's just rodeo talk, guys. If you are in a relationship, if
you're starting
if you're not in a relationship, you still get it. I hear
you're
apparently
just getting it on.
I hear apparently single people get laid more than people in relationships. I don't know how those states how true they are, but
that is a very I don't know, upside down type of theory, because I mean, you would expect that a person who has 24/7
access
or vagina. I'm using the practical words, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
If you got the eggplant or the peaches 24/7, 12 freaking months of the damn year, how is it that you're not having it for someone who has to actually figure out the schedule and the timing and make all these types of arrangements to get booty?
Here's the thing: if you got something in your house, right?
Well, you
use
take
it less.
it for granted.
Yeah, it's like people who got gym equipment at home. Those people barely use it. But look at those who ain't got we see them every day on a live going
at the gym.
You know what I'm saying? But the person who has like full equipment doesn't even,
Well, it depends. I mean, sometimes maybe you wanna it depends where you want to gym. There's people who prefer to be at the gym, and then there's people who they just buy the equipment. They can use it at home, but then they become lazy sometimes, I mean, I can vouch for being somebody who works out at home. Yeah. Sometimes you just like, not today. So, and then you skip it. So you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing.
And also, is it if these numbers were to be true, right? Yeah. If these numbers were to be true, this would actually be worrying, because I mean, as couples, I mean, you got full access anytime, anywhere. If it's not
it may sound perverted or some type of way to say it, but it is necessary. It's part of your. It's good for your health. It's recommended even by doctors. Yeah. So you gotta you need to get your freak on.
But what's worrying is that there's still no openness in relationships, or it might be like long term, be it a fling, be it whatever,
Yeah.
there's still no. Yes, we are in the 21st century where everybody's supposed to speak their mind, including women, but there's still that thing whereby women can't show that they love, the rodeo, or they want to, you know what I'm saying, because
No.
to be seen as, you are still trying to portray that I'm an angel thing, which we know,
Well,
but
yes, there is. I won't, completely say that's not true. There's probably, a percentage of women who do that. And then there's a percentage of women who they actually show off, their sexuality and their sexual side and how much, they like the activity. And they're taken in a different type of sense, because as a female, I don't know how
You are
it's
judged,
crazy.
actually. You are
Exactly.
judged.
It's
You are
how
judged.
is it so surprising that I like sex? I mean, you enjoy it. It's a nice thing. So why
everybody likes
can
it.
Exactly. So why is it so
But
so
you can
surprising?
say it. You can show it because you're a female. I can.
That
But why?
that comedian
That's the
lady
double
said
standards.
what? That comedian said what? How is it that I can suck a dick but I can't say suck a dick?
Yeah.
It's not, you know what I'm saying? How can I say, lady, what is it? What's that position? Girl on top?
Yeah, woman on top.
Woman on top. How can I be like, I like to be the woman on top, but can't say, I'm the woman on top when I actually, be the woman. It's insane how it's surprising that we enjoy this activity, and then right now that there's that double standard. We spoke about that. That's the whole problem, because then it's either it's a problem
It's like
to
putting
show
you
it
guys
off,
in a box.
or it's a problem not to show it off.
It's a problem. It's a thing depending with who you date, because remember, some people are now enlightened. They now understand human rights. They now understand everything, but there's still people still a little bit backwards, or still need to catch on to the whatever is going on now, whereby we know that everybody is entitled to say what they want, what they feel, and still not be judged. What I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Because as it is now, if you are a woman and you start saying, you actually ask a guy out, it's still something that you don't. Yes,
Yeah.
it
Well.
happens,
It's a new thing, but it's not.
It still
normal
has that
yet.
thing whereby somebody will be like, couldn't you just wait? I mean, you can't. You can't get a
now
guy.
you seem desperate, or you.
Yeah.
So
If
called
a guy does it, it's okay. But so you see now, that's when it's like you want that the one who's dominating the relationship. It looks like it has to be a man, which in that sense, if the man is the one who approached you and made the first move in everything, it makes it seem as if even if you want, you need to wait for their call to say, today we are doing it, tomorrow we are not, which is not right, because we need to know that if you are with somebody, at any given time, if you feel like, because there's people who can never say,
So the question that basically that you're putting it out here, that it's like, who initiates the sex?
Yeah, well, let us know, guys, in your ins and outs. We're not going to say specifically relationships, because we still know that even those who are not in relationships still get down. So let us know who initiates and how the first time you did it.
Yeah.
How did the other party take it? You know what I'm saying? So we would like to know that, if you are a lady and you found a new style, let's say you are in a long-term relationship with your boyfriend or your husband or whoever, or a spouse, then you came with a new style, new sex style that you loved. Maybe you saw it on a porn site or whatever.
Yeah.
How easy was it for you to suggest it to your husband or boyfriend or spouse to say, let's try this, and how did they take it? Because most cases, if you do that, a man gets angry, like, where did you learn this style? Like, you're not supposed to learn anything.
You see, you're a problem. If I'm talking to you now, You got something to say, the comments are there for you. Just no profanity. Let's respect each other. Obviously.
But yeah. How would you take it, guys, if your lady comes and introduces a new sex style that you've never seen or never done?
You can't be that type of person. I can't try. That just shows the where we stand or what type of relationship it is. Because how are you thinking the worst? You don't know. I mean, I won't lie. I'm now confessing. It's a confession time. I use the internet. The internet is there for a reason. You get information.
Hello.
There's all sorts of websites, everything that you can, read and learn.
Google must be your favorite friend.
You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact them deep throat queens then learn some shit on Google.
Yeah. They tried it out and it worked.
We gotta learn how to breathe through the nose and all that okay. You know what? I'm getting deep. But hey, you know what I'm saying? Explicit rodeo talk.
I was just saying you want me to...
Welcome.
But anyway, I don't think they hate that one, so we're continuing.
Let's move on, Let's move on. So like I'm saying, you can't be like that. In a relationship, you need to be open and honest. And if for me, I feel like sometimes you don't really say it like in a sense like, okay, so I want, you do it in the moment. Sometimes things happen within the moment and you're like, okay, maybe move to the left. Be the GPS.
Get his attention.
Be the GPS. And I will like to urge my ladies out there, like, let's not just be a dead body.
Chicken.
Show some life. Even if you're underneath, the starfish, just be a starfish with like some movement, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Because if you're just still, it's just like it's killing the mood, and maybe you yourself weren't in the mood, and so you can't even get into the mood, and then it's all just a wah situation.
Yeah.
Then we start questioning other things that don't even exist.
Effort goes both ways. That is true. As much as there's a lot of numbers that are always saying that a good percentage, I don't know exactly the numbers, guys, but I think it's more than 50% of women have never reached orgasm or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So then,
but there's different explanations.
Yes, there's different explanations, right? But there is one which mostly is blamed on men for not being able to deliver.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, that's the number one, the main one.
But you see,
all right, now. And then but as we unpack that story, that okay, on that day of the situation, you know what I'm saying? How was the whole experience? How were you also, responding? Does that count for anything? You can't be a dead body and just expect an explosion without opening the other corners. So so it's a two-way traffic thing, because
it is.
Yeah, you also know your the angle. You can also direct it there. You know what I'm saying? Instead of
the number one rule is what? Communicate, right? We need to talk. So if then there's something that needs to be done, if like, okay, you're not really getting to where I want to be, and maybe we should try something else. Maybe we need to extend the foreplay, or we need to
switch positions,
or do it in different places, or whatever might be the case. You need to express those types of things. And if you can't, then that means you're really not in the relationship or situation that you're supposed to be in, because now you're depriving yourself of satisfaction, and you need.
You are going to end up going to look for it somewhere else, which is not right, because then you're the bad guy now, because you are cheating
your integrity and your character, because now you're taken as a cheater or somebody who just does things and doesn't even talk to a person, whereas to you just thought, okay, no, I need to be satisfied. Yes, you do, and you need to,
There's ways.
you need to make sure that you are satisfied. But then if the person's not getting there,
If your mind's at the right
and you can't communicate that, then I guess you're not supposed to be doing it with that person in the first place. And
I like you. Can I just cut
get
you
yourself
short
a
there?
nice vibrator.
I like to watch Bob Proctor. I don't know if some of you guys know him. He's famous for his speeches, motivations, and stuff like that. You know that movie, The Secret, that guy. So, he mentioned something about vibrations, right? You need to be on the same level of vibration with that person, the same vibrations for you to be able to, to interact. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So before you get into it, get on the same level. The good vibrations, let them flow.
Yeah.
Then from there, everything else that just happens is going to happen. But if the vibration is not the same, this which comes back to it's either it's foreplay or whatever you guys do to get into
it. Yeah.
But it must be something that brings you guys together,
Yeah,
that puts you on the same level or the same kind of happiness or mode, because in that sense, that's where the magic happens.
Because when you talk this way, it's just like it would really be nice to hear people talk about we both initiate, whether it's you or it's me, because we feel from both sides, both sexes.
And it's all in the mind. Remember. So if you can't tell me that your mind can't take you that far.
You sit down and you fantasize sometimes.
Yeah.
You're not even supposed to be thinking about those types of things, but you just go into that mode where you remember how well it was
in the mind.
Either last night or last week, the last time you saw this person, you were like, damn, you're trying to focus, but it's hard. It's hard, not yet literally, but it's hard to focus. You know what I'm saying?
I would personally recommend that for every argument, right? If there is a misunderstanding between sexual partners or the first they need to do the deed first and then discuss later. Whenever there's need to do the deed first, then from there you talk nicely.
When you talk about that, here's another semi-topic within this. The fact that you get grumpy when you don't get some.
Yeah.
Where does that come from? Or is it just pent up juices, that energy?
It's testosterone, yes, testosterone.
But then for females as well, you become a total bitch, and you're just what is happening? Because
that's why you need to release.
You sit down and you think, I shouldn't have said those types of things. I mean, I could have cooked the eggs in quietness, but no, I had to out here complain the whole way, and make it seem like it's it's a big thing, but then it wasn't necessary. But no, I just need to release. I get the part where it's good for your skin and your health in that type of sense, because I look like crap.
It's a stress reliever. Guys. Besides alcohol, we are in lockdown. The alcohol is banned again from drinking. Please don't make more babies. We do know that in most, let's say, also this is something that I learned from someone a little bit a while ago.
Yeah.
They were saying that the reason why poor people have more kids is because they're always stressed.
Yeah.
They're always distressing. Getting lady, hence many babies.
But you see, comes a person, this is why we have this thing, because we're having a conversation.
Yeah.
Not that I'm disagreeing with you, but I'm gonna put another perspective. Somebody then comes and says, no, we got free clinics that offer free birth control, so you can distress as much as you want without having to multiply. Because then again, what's that thing called? Grant. In other places they call it welfare. It's isn't it limited to to a certain amount of kids?
It is not limited to a certain amount of kids.
It's not. So you can keep going and applying for.
I don't think so. Because what I think the issue is. Remember, in Africa, we are third world countries. As much as we know those vasectomies and everything and whatever that's going on, right?
Yeah.
For a rural person somewhere in the village, for them to get access to that vasectomy, it's probably gonna be a couple of more years before they could even understand what it is for, because someone's going to say, if you take this thing, you'll never give birth again. You know how it is.
Yeah,
it's very difficult to introduce something like that. Even let me give you an example. Remember those family planning pills?
Yeah.
They do mess up with someone's sexual appetite and so forth.
You do.
And that person is used to having you whenever they want to. And then at that particular time, now you can't, since you started taking those things. Then, you know what I'm saying? There's always...
But, I get that. And that's one thing that I wanted to talk about. But we can get into it a little more in future as well. But just to touch on it, like you're saying, it does affect, and I'm now speaking on behalf of, all my females out there that are out here on these things, because it changes you. I mean, it's a lot of hormones that you're putting in. Well, not a lot of hormones, but it's a change of hormones.
Okay.
So yes, in your mind you might think, oh no, I want this. This is what I want to participate in this activity, and yes, you enjoy it.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the feeling of it, it's not the same. You find yourself having to go through extra lengths just to have sex. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the natural way doesn't come so easily anymore. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes even those weak spots, they tend to have a different feeling. Now they don't actually affect you the same way they're supposed to, and it's all messed up. But as a couple though, now pleading with you and all the men's out there, like, if you also then understand that and keep it in mind, then the disappointment is not going to be as as bad, because then you realize that actually it's not on purpose. It's not that it's me, because I know sometimes the ego gets hurt a little bit. Now you're thinking, oh man, does she not like me anymore? Am I not attractive? Am I not sexy? Do I not do it for you?
Men complaining,
you know what I'm saying? It's like, am I not doing it for you anymore? Did you find something else? But it's not even that. It's just that you're like, I'm in my own mind thinking, how can I get back to being me and still be, within this decision of mine, because I'm not yet ready for that, or, whatever the plan may be. You know what I'm saying? But that's the same.
So that's
communication. Number one rule, just to communicate and educate as well, just so you understand, this is what's going on. And we work around it, Hence they created lube and all those types of things,
So the reason, you see how this point went as far. Yes, as much as it is a stress reliever, you need to make sure that as you're relieving that stress, you're not adding another stress 9 months later. So
that wasn't prepared for. Exactly.
Yeah, because it is a stress reliever. However,
this topic of trapping people, not really trapping, but it does seem like a trap.
Yeah. So for the guys,
if there's no communication, so
I would say though, there is a way for guys to escape this entrapment thing, since there's a vasectomy.
Okay.
But that doesn't. That is not a passport. That is not a passport for having sex without a condom, guys. Just because you're in vasectomy,
or you are
because it does. It's not a passport to say, okay, now
you won't have
you
babies.
Can just go
but you
in,
don't have that
because. But remember, there's still diseases that you can get from that. We know these days. I heard some people joking on the internet saying that whatever, man. If I die, I die. Because COVID is here. Tomorrow I might die a virgin just by hit by corona. So
what if
don't be
you
like
don't
that, guys.
die?
Don't be like that. Treat yourself.
You catch that and then you live to suffer because you can't just catch it and die. No.
Yeah, you can't just catch it and die.
No, it's not that easy. It's not that easy.
So as I was saying, guys. It is now easy for us to escape that I'm not ready to be a father story, We can do vasectomy, guys, as long as it's been made available to us and it doesn't have any side effects.
Well, they say that
I heard you can remove. Yes, I heard you can, when you are ready, you can remove that thing and start reproducing.
It's not like that one where it's like you
forever. No.
Or you just do like a little snippet type of thing.
Yeah, it's
or you
just
pinch
like
it or something like that.
It's just a little thing
almost
that's
like a male UDI type of thing.
Something like that.
UDI? Let me not say things.
Yeah, UID or something. I don't know. Yeah,
one of those
the
things.
one that Britney has. She has that allegedly.
Oh yeah, like it just.
Yeah, I saw there was a hashtag save Britney Spears 2 or 3 free Britney Spears 2 or 3 days ago, where they were saying since for the past 13 years or so, they put that thing. Her father did that. She's not allowed to marry or do other things. Yes, so it's basically like she's a slave,
Was this after she had the children that she has now?
I think so. So I read about it. It was a hashtag that's been going on, and I heard a voice note where she was talking about it. And her father was being, lashed by many people, and it was something like. But it's a UID or UDI. You are right.
Yeah.
But it's almost the same thing with so they said you can put it. Like, I don't know something they will put in you.
Yeah, then put it I don't know how far
they said they put it somewhere. Yeah.
And then it just blocks,
Yes, and then when you are ready, then they're going to take it out.
Then you can tying of tubes.
So let us know, guys, if any of the guys will be willing to do that. Remember, we have been faced with situations whereby someone says I'm pregnant because why, they've seen maybe you are rich or you got potential but you're not ready for it, or maybe sometimes you're not even the father, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you know that you had a vasectomy and someone comes and says, I'm pregnant,
But here's the thing. Okay, well, it depends on how those ones work, because sometimes they say what's this, it's not 100% as well, so it's still possible to be like, oh yeah, I did a vasectomy and then it didn't work out, and then it is possible. There was this a thingy, was an old thing, but he was a football player.
Yeah.
And him and his wife had just had twins about I don't know how many months ago, and he had a vasectomy, but she was pregnant again. You know what I'm saying? So it's not always 100%. There's always going to be a slip up. It's the same as birth control. Sometimes you never know how. So
basically, the safest way is just to do it with the best that you.
If you're supposed to be here, you're going to be here.
So basically, the safest way is just have one partner, stick to one partner.
You know what?
And don't try.
And communicate with that partner so you know where y'all's at.
And also, do not try different people. Try different position. Try different positions with one person. If you are not feeling this one, try something else. There is something that's going to make you move.
There's certain things people would say, that it makes them, feel. I don't know. It's just a good thrill. You know what I'm saying? Where it's as if it's a different person, but it's your person. You already know that. Okay, this is them, but then they look different. You know how sometimes when you dress in a certain way, and you're like, oh my gosh, this, because there was this couple where it's just like, they asked them, and the guy's like, the way she switches up her wigs, because maybe you find that there's a certain wig where you're like, okay, this is who she is, and then another one is somebody else. It's the same person, but the mannerisms, they kinky in a type of sense. You know what I mean?
The thing is
role playing.
The thing is the thing is, there's nothing sexy like a woman who's always looking good.
Confident.
You know. There's those ladies who, let's say, they are too comfortable in a relationship. You are in your pajamas the whole day.
Yeah.
Every day, 6 to 6. You are always you don't make an effort to actually,
for me,
So
what
that
I would
also
recommend,
contributes.
because I know I love comfy, clothing. So I would say get yourself a nice hipster type of, track pant. Not really tracksuit, but it's within those types of textures, and it's tight fitting, so that it can just grab your ass and hips.
Show him.
Even though you're comfortable, you look like, wow. Let me get you out of those comfy pants.
Yeah, because sometimes it doesn't
small
matter.
Things. I mean, people just like you. Also, just pay attention to the things like I like this, I like that, I like this, I like that, because those are just like hints to you that okay, if you continue doing these types of things, it's gonna continue being this type of way. So if you want to continue and keep this mojo and vibe, then catch my drift, and once in a while, go crazy. I said like 50 times.
I say go crazy every day, man. Every moment you get, you only live this and that moment. Well, life is all about moments, and the more you don't do anything, the more though you waste those moments. You know what I'm saying? It's time you can get back.
Yeah.
So every second you get, man, do that thing, because relationships, couples where where sex dominates, there really are arguments in those kind of relationships. Why? Because the therapy is always there. It's a stress-free thing. It's a stress reliever, and it's a bonding session for you and your person. So that one is very important. But if you don't just do it to someone you are not ready to, because if it's someone you really don't see yourself with in the future, you might end up developing feelings, because some people are so good at it, you start catching feelings the moment then you find yourself in a limbo, in a difficult position, because now the deed messed with your feelings. So you need to also be cautious.
Feelings is something with us females.
So guys, what do you think about no sex before marriage?
Oh wow, I don't even know if that's a conversation anymore. It's a lot is happening these days, but
the kids will be telling you, teaching you.
There's just a portion of people who would still probably fall in that, and we salute you guys for that, because honestly, sometimes you're just like, wow, for people like that to exist, it's just like, well, that's a good thing, because then at least if there's some good in this world, then we know maybe at some point, hopefully, y'all dominate and all this nonsense can evaporate, and we can
that's
be
selfish.
Well, not to that extent, but spread that type of vibe, so that it's less of this negativity in this world.
Yeah, true. True.
We're not gonna be 100% perfect and all the same, but yeah, we like to be in harmony at some point.
Yes, guys.
So we can have sex in peace.
So let us know, how old were you when you popped the cherry?
Oh my gosh.
Let us
the stories
comments
of where you popped the cherry.
How?
Oh my goodness. It was crazy. Like, those are the stories.
Which song, were you playing?
Was there a song? What was going on?
Where was your mama?
We get it deep. But you know what, guys? I think we've had a good conversation within this sexual thing. I feel like the main things that we should remember in this is that we should communicate. It's an obvious rule that we should always keep in mind.
Another thing that we need to remember, guys, this is the 21st century. Don't get mad when your woman suggests something new
This is
that
what I'm
you
saying.
didn't come up with. sometimes it's also good to let them take charge and see these wild you beings get wild. Because they are pretty wild.
Yeah,
if you let them be, so which works to your advantage as well. And the same thing with the ladies. Chicken, guys, no.
Okay, move around.
Come on, be active. Be
Be like a worm.
Proactive.
I don't know if you've seen an earthworm. If you somehow take it out of its working area, you bring it out of the soil. You see that thing go back deep in there, like in a flash. Like, nah, bruh, bye. This is where I want to be.
Yeah, it comes out, put it back quickly.
Yeah.
No hesitation.
You know what? So guys, let's communicate and let's just be sure that whatever relationship we're in, we're able to say that, you know what, I saw something, I read up on something, and I'd like to try it, So,
yes, remember also conversate and be on the same vibration, guys.
I guess that's why sexting sometimes, or just having those types of conversations. So you see where a person's at or how they think, and what type of mojo they have.
Which games to play also.
Your ability to say, I want to try doing it outside, out in the wild. It shows that this is a proper relationship. I can be open and there's no judgment. Unlike you being afraid to be yourself, Then
you get a friend who you will tell that to and experiment the rest of the stuff. Or you get a friend
who you would do that
act
with.
Like an angel with your main person.
No, you see, and then now your whole character is compromised. So let's not compromise the character. Let's make sure we're in relationships where we can tell each other, you know what, let's do it
guys,
in the
more
car,
love making, guys.
Somewhere, and let's both initiate.
Let's spread the love, guys. Let's spread the love.
We need to both be able to initiate the situation.
Amen.
With ease, without hesitation. When you're like, I'm ready, green light, let's go. Let's not, let's change that statistic that you also said. Because we can't be in relationships and then be out here
and expect somebody to go the whole 9 years.
Because that just puts a bad stigma. It puts a bad stigma on relationships. It's the same as with marriages. When people talk about, oh, I was never happy after I got married. Now everybody thinks, oh, I'm not getting married because I'm not going to be happy no more. No. We need to stop those types of things.
I mean, guys, you guys can reach that. You guys can reach that by using your own fingers.
Exactly.
Then something bigger than your finger comes and you can't reach it.
And mean, obviously, if you've explored your body, you know yourself. You know what you want.
Yeah, so
in most cases, it's recommended that you explore yourself before somebody explores you.
Put it to the left, man. That's all you need.
They make it seem like it's bad. No, they make it seem like it's bad, but you need to explore yourself before somebody explores you, because that's how you are able to tell them or to guide them for you to reach that climax that you're looking for. But when you reach the climax, make sure that you're healing deeply.
Yeah. Before you actually
heal before that, and heal during, and heal afterwards. Heal all the way.
And remember, with every relationship, guys,
be safe.
Before you can solve any issue, guys, fight. You must do the rodeo first and discuss later.
Exactly.
That is perfect for you to heal.
Exactly. Heal, everybody.
Hola.
Peace out.